Hello, my name's Meera Sodha and today I'm going to show you how to make my vegan celeriac sloppy joes. If you don't know a sloppy joe, it's a hot American sandwich which you bite down on and it goes everywhere. It's messy, it's satisfying and it's something the whole family can eat. What I really love about this recipe is that you can feed 6 people with a celeriac, which makes it brilliant value for money. And also, there's a fair bit of prep, but once you've done it all, this is a bung it in the oven job and the oven does all of the hard work, and those are my favourite sort of recipes. This recipe is all about the chopping, which is wildly therapeutic if you like chopping. You want to get your best knife out, put on a podcast, but once you've done all the chopping, the oven does the rest of the hard work. Right now, I'm going to show you how to tackle your celeriac. So I'm just going to slice off the top and the bottom. I've got a nice flat base to work with. And then I'm going to take my peeler, move the celeriac with one hand, and just score my peeler around the celeriac. It doesn't look like a particularly friendly vegetable, but this is the king of vegetables disguised. It's such a lovely vegetable and it's really easy to wrestle with. I'm just going to chop it into chunks that are small enough to go into my food processor. Scoop this out. I've got loads of really delicious stuff in here. So we've got some chopped up onions, some carrots, some mushrooms, and that blitzed up celeriac. Now I'm going to hit it with some flavour. So I'm going to add 4 garlic cloves. And then for some sweet smokiness, I've got some sweet paprika here. And I've also got some hot paprika. But if you've got really little ones, you could add all sweet. So in with some ground cumin. And that's going to add some like toasty, earthy goodness. Some salt. Now Dijon for joy. And our trusty olive oil. So we want everything to cook really nicely. So I'm going to use my hands and just mix that all together. Quite therapeutic, feels lovely, a bit like adult Play-Doh. So what's brilliant about this is that I make this quite regularly and I keep them in the freezer. Sort of freeze portions of it, and it's just brilliant for when the family come over. The reason why I'm mixing it with my hands is just to coat all of those flavours over all of the mixture, and you can't really do that with a spoon. I'm just going to add some Isle of Wight tomato stall passata. See, Isle of Wight gets some of the UK's best sunshine, and so we can get amazing tomatoes from there most of the year round. It's 1 whole bottle, and I'm also going to add a little bit of cider just for that sweet tart flavour. So I'm just going to mix in the passata. And you know, it might not look like the most appetising thing now, but it's going to transform into something caramelised and rich and delicious. So that's ready to go into the oven. Hooray! Sloppy joe in the oven. That's it. You guys can go home now. That smells so good. So this has been roasting for 1.5 hours now. The only thing that I did was take it out halfway through and gave it a little bit more cider to drink and gave it a little bit of a mix around, and then I put it back into the oven for another 45 minutes. So I'm just going to toast my buns now. What I'm going to do is just put this sunflower spread on them, nice and thick, and then fry them because I kind of want that hot buttery goodness just to drip out of those sloppy joes to make it a bit more sloppy. Oh, they've gone a bit floppy. Floppy joes. These guys are smelling so good as well. All that sunflower spread is just crisped up on there. So now it is just an assembly job. So I'm just going to scoop up a really generous amount. So I like to put some pickles on mine. I like a little pickle. I like a lot of little pickle. I like a lot of little pickles and a lot of pickles. I like lots of pickles. Pickles are good. And then on with the lid. Do not forget the crisps. Magic. So there you have it. Those are my vegan celeriac sloppy joes, which the family are gonna love. It's rich, it's caramelised, it's delicious. I got a whole family to feed here and we're just waiting for you. That is deeply, deeply delicious.